Now, I love having a keychain flashlight as much as the next guy, but when you show me a light that's this compact and it has the ability to have 2 power sources with an internal power source that's rechargeable with a USB-C, but if you're out and about and it dies on you, you can pop the top and you can throw in a AAA powered battery and run it on that as an auxiliary. And on top of that, not only have your main lenses, but have secondary body illumination, but also have the ability to clip to my hat and give me hands-free illumination. It may be fair to say that RovyVon is attempting to change the game all over again with their E Series of keychain flashlights. And so we're gonna break down 2 of the versions that I have on hand and really see, is this just like too feature rich to really be used effectively, or is this like the multi-tool of compact flashlights? Let's dive in and find out. And guys, if you're new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe, smash that like button, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that you can be notified every week when I put up new content. For you regular viewers, thank you so much for being a part of the Gideon's Tactical family. And because of you, I can create content just like this. Yeah, welcome back, folks. Bi-fuel powered flashlights. I got here the gold-headed one is going to be the E8, and then the blue-headed version is the E7. They have different features, different capabilities. Both will run off of the AAA powered battery, and there are a few other versions as well. These are kind of like the premium and then the medium range versions, and then there's also a budget one that doesn't have any like kind of extras with the exterior secondary lights that we're about to look at. And honestly, I mean, if you like your keychain light to have a party trick, to just have a lot of features. Now, for some people that could get like overcomplicated, you're like, I don't like that, then this isn't for you. There's a lot going on here, but if you like a lot of features, you like the bi-fuel idea, then these lights definitely do offer that. Now, the latch is right here on the side. It actually took me a while to figure it out, but you basically depress slightly, pop the latch, and then it rotates, ta-da, and then there's your AAA powered battery, and boom, you throw it in there. So you can rock that all the time if you want. You can swap in between, you know, the ability to do power source, or you can just have that as like, you know, that in a pinch, if the battery dies on you, you can just throw in a AAA. And it's nice that it's a AAA and not like a CR123 or something. So it's very, very accessible, very light, with a polycarbonate bodies. I just think immediately of Han Solo being frozen in carbonite when I hear that word. This is like Han Solo brick, and he falls over. And now we're going to take him away. Boba Fett's taking him away. So polycarbonate body, cool. It's polymer. I mean, that's nice. You know, seems pretty tough. Been holding up well. My son's been using one of these extensively, and if you give anything to a 6-year-old, you know, it's got to be able to survive. Good ribbing on the side, a little bit of texture, and you'll get that on both models. Now, there's so, I'm just going to kind of highlight stuff. There's so many. These are like feature-rich, overpowering. I mean, it's like having some chocolate mousse after a meal at an Italian restaurant. I mean, woo! There's just so much going on here. So I'm going to hit as much as I can. I'm sure I will overlook or miss a few things. Now, it has a 330 ion battery. It says lithium P-O. I don't know what that means. It's different, maybe a different type of lithium battery. USB-C charger port with a rubber gasket. All of them are going to have that and be charged that way. So you can see that there. It does come with a spare gasket if that was ever to rip off, so that's kind of nice. And it is water resistant to IPX6 on that. And so the front button, you can lock all these out so they don't activate in your pocket if you don't want that. You don't have to do that either. You can just do a quick burst mode, and there's going to be strobing and all sorts of colors and stuff going on. So if you are light sensitive or have epileptic issues with lighting, be aware. So you can hit that, and that's going to be high lumen when you just hit that button and push and hold down on it. And then as soon as you let go, it will turn off. So that's like the quick access feature, and that is going to be 700 lumens on the E8. With the internal battery core, and then if you use a AAA, it's only 100 lumens. So the AAA is just to kind of like get you by. You're definitely not going to get quite as long a battery life, and you're not going to get as long or as powerful the capability. So just be aware of that. So you got moonlight, medium, high. They cycle through the different lumen counts from 700 all the way down to half a lumen for the moonlight, and all obviously will have different battery length, power times, run times. So I'll run in that so you can just see that, so I'm not just talking specs for 10 minutes here with you. But I like that. It's not overcomplicated in that regard to just cycle through. You just keep tapping, and you cycle through that, and you hold it to turn it back off, and then you still have that burst mode. I probably use these style of lights 80% of the time just in burst mode, just to see something real quick. You're digging around. Oh, where'd my keys fall out of the truck? Like, where's that wallet? Where's that thing? Whatever. But it's nice to have both features. Then you have the secondary button with the secondary light. Now, there's lots of different options with these as well. This version, you just get like a side lantern, which is kind of cool, with 2 different settings, high or low. So one little light going really low, or you hit it again, and then you got 2 lights activating, kind of putting it at an angle for you. And that's a really cool feature. Never seen that before. I didn't even know it had that at first when I was first just kind of messing around and playing with the light. So you can just stand it up because of the face, and then you could read a book. You could work on something if you had to in a pinch, to fix something, and you don't have to magnetize it to anything. You don't have to balance it. It's just boom, or you can just lay it down on its side body and flash to the side there as just a secondary way to illuminate things. Then if you double tap, you get an ultraviolet light. So if that's something that you need, you see value in, you got to check, cash, you're doing, fluids, different things like that. That's a nice little backup to have if that's something that you see value in. I don't need it really for anything, but for those of you who see value in that, there is that feature as that third light lens down there at the back. It will come in a Ziploc with a large and a small keyring, so I really like that they offer that spare gasket, and it comes in a little Ziploc keeper with the instruction manual that's very clear, very easy to, to process how you do each thing. And then a body clip, so if for some reason, I think this is probably for most people a key ring flashlight, but you can click this onto the body, and they must have took note because the RovyVon Aurora series that I have, the pocket clips popped off all the time. This is much more secure, very snug on there. I wouldn't have any issues putting that like in a coin pocket with that pocket clip. It's nice and rigid and strong, and you can pop it off and rotate it so you could wear it on the bill of your hat as well and basically have an ultralight headlamp. So if you're really into wearing hats and you're looking for an ultralight rechargeable but also backup bi-fuel battery for a headlamp for those ultralight hikers and backpackers, this might be an excellent option for that because of the bi-fuel, how lightweight it is and compact, and the nice strong clip that you could attach to the bill of your hat. So now to the E7, and prices are gonna vary just really depending on the features that you want, because there's several different models. The base model, the E1, that doesn't have any exterior side lights, that one is going to be about $32 on average. The highest end, the E8, and there's like another version very similar to that. Those are like 60, and then this E7 is like 45. So different pricing from like 30 to 60 bucks, just depends on what you want the light to do and the different features. I will have links over to my Amazon store, so you can go check those out if this model is making sense for you. Do appreciate when you use those hyperlinks, and I appreciate RovyVon sending these over to me so I could just break them down, use them myself. I've been using them now, and my sons have been messing around with them for about 2 months, and so they've been holding up well so far. And just as a reminder, I've had the RovyVon Aurora, this guy on my keychain, consistently, without fail, daily for now 9 months, I want to say, without a single issue. So holding up well so far to that. Now, this model, they're all going to have 700 lumens for the high. So that's with this, even that E1 is going to have that. So you have that exact same burst, or push the button, got that burst. I forgot to show you strobe. If you triple click it, you've got strobe, and that will be on all the models as well. Then you got your same exact settings as the E8 will. Now, this is the difference. Unlike the first model, E8, that has the lights on the side and are more of like a projection, this is more like a glow lantern. So the light is housed inside the polycarbonate Han Solo body. And let's see here, got to do it. Yep, there we go. So it was on red. Hold on. So I guess since we're there, I'll just show you. So you have 2 settings for red, which is really cool. So that's just kind of like, could definitely illuminate an area. Again, you could read a book, walk around to, go to the bathroom in the middle of the night if you didn't want to ruin your, night vision on a camping trip, stuff like that. And again, you can just stand it up, or you can lay it on its side. And then if you triple click Yep, it'll go to a beacon mode. So that's like a set flash, so you could hang that on your backpack, you know, as you ride home on your bicycle or something like that, just to give you an extra sense of security. Or as you're skiing, you know, whatever you wanted to do, you could do that and hang that on the exterior. You could then, let's see, do a slow beacon. So it has 2 different settings there for that. That would probably be not quite as obnoxious as the other one. And then just static. And then, let's see if I hold it. Yep. Then we can just go to a white light, and there's low and high. So again, cool kind of ambient light, whereas the other one projects and is actually like a secondary lens. This is housed, it has that body acting as kind of a filter or a diffuser, and then allows you to, again, this would be ideal for camping, backpacking, using in your tent, just around a little area that you need some light and illumination, and you want it to be a soft light and not a harsh focus light like on the E8. So very cool feature to have housed in there, and I like that a lot. I think between the two, I actually like the E7 feature a little bit more, and I would use that a lot more with the red and the white in there, and the kind of diffusing of it really works well, and I like that layer. So there you go, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I look forward to hearing your guys' thoughts. Leave comments below. Do you feel like it's just, now seeing it, just too crazy, too many like failure points, or do you feel like it's like the perfect kind of multi-tool, game-changing, you know, device that you're like, dude, I absolutely need that in my rotation and in my EDC kit or on my keychain. So appreciate you guys so much. Check out the other video popping up and subscribe. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.